I'm here with Gus and Lucy from GTB in the Keys. Always nice to be down here. It's always a pleasure with these guys, and we're lucky enough to be around for a pretty special announcement. So guys, if you'd like to let the world know what that is, feel free.
We're excited to announce that after 10 years of being a single boat line, we finally decided to take on Jupiter boats. It wasn't easy taking on a second boat line. We probably get offered 5 to 6 different boat lines a year, and we just felt that this was a perfect fit, a luxury center console to add to the GTB family and add that second brand. So we're excited to show everyone what we fell in love with Jupiter. I've got Lucy here with me. She's going to be our product specialist and the point of contact for sales. She's been studying the boats inside and out. She's visited the factory, and we'd like to do a little walkthrough on the boat.
Fantastic. You want to tell us a little bit about why you decided to go with Jupiter with, I'm sure, a wide assortment of boat brands that would love to be part of that GTB family. What brought you over to Jupiter?
This is really just a luxury center console. This is, less fishing, more diving, more sandbar. The console's more mirrors and little knickknacks for the wife so she can do her makeup before she goes to step off the boat and pull into a restaurant and go eat dinner.
Well, this is a 32 we're sitting on.
This is a 32 with forward seating, powered by twin 300 V8 Mercuries. It's a great package. Top speed of about 57, 58 mile an hour. Cruise between 40 and 45. And as we walk through it, you'll see the fit and finish and all the amenities that Jupiter has to offer.
Perfect. I think it's a smart move having something, different options. Obviously, this is more that wine and cheese, luxury cruising, family boat. So for you to be able to offer a couple of different options, I think is a great thing. And congratulations picking up Lucy. She's phenomenal.
Thank you.
And I think she's going to be a great addition to this total package that you're offering now.
Lucy's been around boats her entire life. She started with us a year ago, just over like a year ago, and got our finance going, like our in-house financing. We're also going to start working with you on CCO financing.
Well, that sounds excellent. Wish you guys the best of luck. I think it's a great addition to the GTB family. And Lucy, if you don't mind, I'd like for you to take us around. Let us know what this 32 is all about. All right, Lucy, let's go ahead and do what we usually do at Center Consoles Only. Let's section off the boat and start off at the bow, if you don't mind, and we'll work our way back, checking out every little bit of this thing, if you don't mind.
From here, we have the bow. Easy access, no step up to the forward anchor locker. We have a windlass in here. Next up, we have these seats that are teak and they're easily removable, as well as such an easy access for the storage.
Yeah, these little taco latches are excellent. Obviously, it's real easy just to get this open, close it with pressure. You don't have to take the cushion off or get into any of that, which gets annoying. And then these pods look like they're integrated into the deck mold, so there's no option for an open deck, but this comfortable seating is what you're looking for on a 32 Jupiter.
100%.
Also, what I notice here, if you do want to do any sort of fishing, sail fishing, you do have easy access to the bow. You don't have the U-shaped bench, so you're not obstructed to get to that windlass or to your anchor or to even jump off the bow if you're gonna, need to do that at any point. So very nice so far. Just gonna add my little tidbits of info as I go. Gus, jump in here too, but
Absolutely.
Lucy,
One thing to point out is that these teak backrests are removable. So if someone was gonna go hardcore fishing, they can take the cushion off, the backrest off, and actually use those storage compartments maybe as a platform.
Right, and there's non-skid on the top of this, so you can jump up there, fish, no problem. So definitely a boat you can fish on, but they do a great job of putting plush upholstery here, backrest, and really making it comfortable for the family.
Absolutely. So in addition to the forward seating, we have 800 quarts of additional storage right here, which is wonderful, putting any suitcases as well as rods.
Yeah, I noticed a couple things too. The fit and finish underneath these hatches, molded, fiberglass, the gasketing to make sure you keep them dry. And then there's drainage, not only up here on the deck, which usually works its way through the deck and dumps overboard. They have what seems to be a drain underneath for any excess water. So you assure yourself that any baggage you have in here remains dry the entire time.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you, Lucy, for showing us the bow leg of the boat. Moving aft, we have port and starboard storage underneath the gunnels. Makes good use of that space. We want to point out that the forward seating, they do a phenomenal job with their upholstery. You have a lumbar.
Oh, this is very comfortable.
Hey, Alan, let's show them the cooler that's underneath here. They got a great mechanism. It's all stainless steel shocks and your rubber gasket that seals. That's an insulated cooler, which is always nice to have.
It's a good size cooler for a 32 up here, sure.
Yeah, put your sandwiches, fruit, leave your drinks in the back, right?
Of course. Never have too much cooler space. I see a lot of JL audio speakers throughout this forward area, a couple of subwoofers. some tucked underneath the bow here. There's 6 speakers just in this area alone.
Yeah, Jupiter does a really nice job of putting together a JL audio package for you. So their electronic package with 2 screens, radar, through-hall transducers, and the sound system is actually just right for the boat.
All right, I'm going to continue exploring down the port side here. I see there's a midship box. What do we have in there, Lucy?
We have additional storage.
So that's just dry storage, not an insulated fish box or anything?
Absolutely, just
okay.
dry storage.
Perfect. Nice to have an extra one here midship, which a lot of boats don't offer that option at all. So never have enough storage. Good to see. I'm going to crack open this console while we're here.
Absolutely.
What do we have here?
So in this console, we have a very comfortable space as well as a ton of storage. Here is a mirror for the girls or the guys that want to get set up before they go.
Sure.
As well as a towel rack and some water.
Okay, it seems like they did some decorative covering for the rigging there, but you have access to your electronics and everything else you need to get into. Storage and a good amount of headroom also for a 32.
Absolutely. Here is a natural skylight just for the lighting.
Okay, perfect. I always like to look at the console doors as well. This is a custom fiberglass molded piece. So it's not just an acrylic piece. This is made by Jupiter directly. And then they open this area, actually cutting out a larger piece of the console just so you have a little more space to walk in there comfortably. Nice hardware throughout, and then you can obviously lock this if you're out at the Bahamas or something, you want to store your gear in there, lock it up. Nice little setup here for a 32-foot boat for sure.
Hey Alan, one big thing that I want to point out with our 32 Jupiter is the size of the hardtops. This is a size hardtop that's more typical in a 34, 35 footer. They're more concerned with shade for the people sitting in front of the console and making sure that the entire helm area's got plenty of shade.
Yeah, definitely something I noticed early on, oversized hard top, nice and smooth. It's not like one of those big chunky ones. One of the things I like about this boat a lot is the simplicity of it. There's not a million things going on. Everything's nice and clean. I did notice a sturdy hard top. This piping has got to be 3 inches. Very sturdy, very well built. This acrylic piece, you almost can't even tell it's there. It's a nice finish they did there.
Yeah, they did a nice job incorporating the acrylic piece from the console all the way up to the hard top.
Yeah.
And also, it seems like it's the norm now with a lot of manufacturers going with the blacked out acrylic dash, inset the Garmin GPSs, but they also went one step further. They blacked out the top of the dash and they did this little cutout so you can put your phone, wallet, Alan. I mean, it's usable for sure.
Gives it something to hold it in place and it's not flying at you.
Yep.
That's usually my spot for the phone most places. So I can definitely see that space being utilized for a ton of stuff.
Built-in glove box, right into the console, oversized. Plenty of stuff fits in
like
there.
A Sportfish style kind of storage box if you've
if you notice, they don't have any switches.
Nothing.
It's all ran through your Garmin's, through your C-Zone. Keeps it nice and clean. Blacked out steering wheel.
Joystick.
Joystick. The helm chairs are very comfy. Again, the armrest fold up. When you want to stand, you got plenty of room. And one thing that, is just apparent to me is, my mom's kind of short, so for her to jump up on seats, she's got a couple different steps. You've got a step here built into the console, and you also have the fold-down powder-coated footrest as well.
Oh yeah. Teak accents really give these boats a classy, finish. It makes a big difference every time I see them, and it's a nice little touch. They don't overdo it, but just little touches here and there really give it a nice luxurious feel.
When you option it out with the teak option, they also give you canvas covers, which is kind of cool. You got a canvas cover for the console and all your teak, so your seats come with a canvas and your forward seating backrest come with a canvas cover. Moving aft, Alan, let's talk about this bait prep station that we have here. Check it out.
Very nice.
Nice big fiberglass lid. You have a secondary lid here. This acts like a cooler if you want to put bait prep, if you want to throw a bag of ice in there, maybe throw some drinks, your bottles maybe. And over here you have a cutting board and your freshwater shower, which actually pulls out for the sink, faucet, or shower.
I see on these teak accents here, another nice touch, but again, you have the Gemlux combos, rod holder, cup holder, additional cup holders behind it, so whether you're fishing or just hanging out, you're kind of loaded up and ready to do either one.
Down below here, we've got our tackle. So you've got your plain old boxes, 3 medium size, 1 larger, and then you got your individual drawers for any deep drop weights, and even a reel for your leaders.
Look at that.
That was very well thought out,
Yeah, you got a lot going on there, for sure.
Lucy,
respectable.
These are your fish boxes. So you have a port and starboard fish box. Lucy, what's the size of the fish boxes?
215 quarts each.
There you go.
Oh yeah, those are great size.
And then your live well is right underneath your built-in transom seat. And what's the size of the live well?
35 gallons.
35 gallons. Your bilge axis, that's a nice big hatch. Easy to get into if you ever have to service your transducers, your pumps.
Yeah, that's a ton of room.
Right.
That's enough room for a big boy like me
Very
to
nice.
get in there.
Yeah. No problem. Guys, if we can real quick, can we go through the specs? I know you're the specialist on this boat. I know this is the questions I get all the time. So if we can rattle through them, answer them before we get the question asked, it'd be great. So how many gallons of fuel does this hold?
300 gallons.
300 gallons. Fresh water?
35 gallons.
Okay. Beam?
9.9.
LOA?
It is 32.8.
And weight? I don't know, dry, loaded?
Dry weight with engines, 9,200.
Okay. I assume this is a 24-degree dead rise?
Correct.
24-degree dead rise, and you know, growing up, people talked about a performance pad. Jupiter calls it a palsy stern.
Classy stern.
Palsy stern lift. So it's a 24-degree dead rise that comes into a flat pad like in the back. It gives you stern lift and gives the boat something to ride in high speed instead of that chime walking that you get in some other manufacturers.
We've been on a lot of boats at this point. I think that's something that's almost like imperative on a hull bottom, because if you have a, you know, just a sharp keel, sometimes it seems like a boat wants to decide which side it wants to ride on. So having a little bit of a pad, ultimately, I think better at high speeds is where you really notice it. But I didn't even know. I don't think I've seen the whole bottom of a Jupiter just yet.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
Absolutely. It gives an exceptional stability.
Awesome.
Let's talk about the side dive door because it's getting more and more popular. I like what Jupiter did here. They eliminated the transom door, which makes this really nice. When you're fishing, like that bolster goes all the way around. There's not a bump out for a door, right? And safety, right? If you ever get into some big seas, you might get swamped from the back. But the side dive door in this boat, one latch for the gunnel and one for the door, and the door tucks away. The dive ladder's got a storage compartment too in the port forward storage compartment. You take it out, latches right in, easy to get in and out of.
Yeah, well, it's nice that it pulls inward if you're at a dock also to be able to get in and out. It makes it more comfortable. And we've seen so many different variations of this. It's incredible what people have come up with, and this is an incredibly challenging feature to offer. So for them to be able to do it well, you know, it looks like they did a great job here, and it's well thought out all the way through. And obviously, it's a very comfortable detail to add to any center console.
Yep. Easy to close. Again, just one latch here, and the gunnel latch just to keep the gunnel in place. Other thing that I like to tell you, Alan, is the performance numbers that we've been seeing. Lucy, I think we have 250 gallons in the boat now. We saw 57 miles an hour. Real comfortable cruise between 40 and 45. Little to no bow rise. So even when we were shooting those shots at 20, 25, 30 miles an hour, we didn't have to use the trim tabs.
Yeah.
Boat planes off with ease. So far, I mean,
That's very respectable for a boat this size and weight with just a pair of 300s. And these engines are absolutely spectacular. I mean, the power and low end torque you get from these V8 Mercury 300s is very impressive.
Hey, Alan, thank you for today. Center Console's only coming down to Islamorada and listening to our story and checking out the new 32 Jupiter that we just picked up, and introducing, of course, Lucy, who's going to be in charge of our Jupiter Marine boat line at GTB.
Yeah, well, we enjoyed being a part of it. Thank you for the tour on the 32. We wish you the best of luck on the new endeavor, and of course, we're here for you anytime you need us.
We look forward to doing more with you, Alan.
All right, let's go fishing or something.
All right, you got it.
All right.